Hi everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm a personal trainer at the Claremont Club. Today we're going to do a class for Parkinson's patients. All you will need is a chair and a tennis ball. Okay, I'm going to tuck my tennis ball right back behind me because I'm going to use that here in a moment. Chances are we've mostly been sitting a lot. When we sit a lot, we tend to have poor posture. We tend to allow the shoulders to come forward and our abdomen and our chest tend to get more compressed. So first I want you to bring yourself to the edge of your chair. I want you to engage your abdominals, lifting your chest up. Now from here, let's just focus on some deep breaths because for two reasons. If we've been sitting a lot, we get that compression, and also Parkinson's patients have a harder time getting a nice deep full breath. So I want you to take a really nice deep inhale here for me. Now I want you to think about where that breath was. Did you really only feel your breath here? Or did you start to feel your breath come all the way down into the bottom part of the lungs, opening up the rib cage? Let's try it again, and I want you to really think about opening up your rib cage, expanding your lungs, expanding your rib cage as far as you can with that inhale. So again, take a really nice, deep, full inhale for me. So think about how that breath felt to you. Did it open your ribs a little bit more? Did it lift your chest up? Did you feel your spine move with your breath? Now let's focus on our yawn. Okay, so the yawn is incredibly important. Yawning does two very important things. It helps move the larynx up and down. That helps us breathe and swallow better. Second of all, when we take in that yawn, we're really using all of those muscles to help us breathe because you're forced to take in a much deeper inhale and then a long exhale. So let's do a couple fake yawns first until we get a real one. Now, I also want you to make these loud. Okay, so in a yawn, no matter where you are, except for maybe church, but I don't see anybody going to church lately, I want you to focus on making all of your yawns loud. Okay, so give me a nice deep inhale, give me a few fake yawns first. Keep going. Keep giving yourself as many fake yawns until you get a real one. As I talk, I want you to keep yawning. Pay attention to what's happening in your body. Feeling your ribs expand. Feeling your chest lifted and movement in the throat. So by now you should have at least had one good yawn, real one. I want you to go for another either real one or fake one, whichever you prefer. Again, keep making them very vocal, very loud. Now I also want you to reassess how you're sitting in your chair. With all of this, it should still remain very easy to sit up tall on the edge of the chair, engaging your core. Just mildly. You're not focusing on pulling your belly in really tight, but you can definitely feel as you're using it. So keep this posture. I want you to really keep thinking about this. Something especially when you've been sitting a lot more, we're going to collapse, really lift. I want you to keep thinking about that. Okay, so now we're going to pick up your tennis ball. So during this segment, if I go more quickly than it is at your pace, if I go more quickly than it's uncomfortable for you, I want you to pause me. Just pause me, finish your exercise, and then come back, okay? I don't want you to feel like you need to go as fast as I am. I want you to really focus on you. All right, so first of all, let's place the ball into your dominant hand. We're going to focus on basket. In basket, what I'm looking for is I want your fingers to be wide, okay? I don't want those fingers to be close together. I want you to to open up the hand as much as you can, lengthening out those fingers and creating that nice V shape between all of the fingers. Before I go any farther, I want you to assess your posture, because now we've moved on to something else. Did you slot back into that? Pull that belly in, lift that chest back up, and let's focus on your basket. So I want you to move that ball around in your hand, keeping the space of the fingers open. Allowing yourself to get a nice movement in that ball. When you feel ready for it, close your eyes, knowing where this ball is going to be in your hand. Keep thinking about your posture. Keep those fingertips wide and spread out and lengthen. You may open your eyes. Very nice. Take this ball, drop it into your non-dominant hand. Again, paying attention to your posture. And creating that space, nice wide fingers, lengthening out those fingers, and give me that wiggle. Move that ball in your basket. When you feel ready, close your eyes. Knowing exactly where that ball is going to be, you're still moving that ball around in your hand. And open your eyes. Keeping the hands farther apart from each other, drop the ball into the basket. Your goal is to be able to have separation between each hand. What I want you to try to avoid is a close-knit hand. Have space between and drop that ball into the basket. Again, pull your awareness back to your posture, pulling that abdomen in, making that spine nice and tall. And rest. Very nice. Let's take this ball. We're going to place it in between the wedging of the fingers. So the ball goes between your index and your middle finger, pushing that ball in as far as you comfortably can. Now, I want you to notice my fingers just dropped. I want you to pull those fingers up. Okay, so just keep thinking about that. Now you're going to take that ball away. You're going to slide it between your middle and your ring finger and pushing that ball in as far as you can. So I'm here keeping those fingers straight, and it's just a nice little push, nice gentle stretch. And then placing the ball between the ring finger and the pinky finger and just pushing that ball into what feels comfortable, keeping all your fingers straight. One more time. In your dominant hand, taking the ball in and then pressing the ball in between your index and middle finger. Double check that your fingers are still straight and open and you didn't drop down. Then place the ball between your middle and your ring finger, pushing it through. Nice, good stretch. And taking the ball and placing it between ring and pinky. And remember, if I'm going more quickly than is comfortable for you, please pause me and then come back when you are ready. Now we're going to switch. We're going to take that ball into our opposite hand. Our dominant hand is the one, or our non-dominant hand is the one being stretched. We're going to place the ball between your index and your middle finger, keeping all those fingers straight. Nice stretch. Placing the ball between your middle and your ring finger. And just gently pushing that ball in. And lastly, taking it through the ring and the pinky. Keeping all those fingers straight. One more time. Bring your awareness back into your posture. Make sure you're still sitting well. Again, take that ball in between the index and the middle finger. Taking the ball between the middle finger and the ring. And from the ring to the pinky. Very good. That does help open up the hands a little bit more. Next, I'm going to take it into a more challenging one. We're going to hold it into the basket. Now, from here, we're going to make a candle holder. All right. So this exercise is called candle. You're going to take your pinky finger underneath and bring your your ring finger underneath the ball, and then your middle finger underneath the ball. Once your middle finger is underneath the ball, you're going to take your thumb, place it over your middle finger, and then bring that index finger up. So now we're holding onto that ball here. All right. So once you're here, I want you to move that ball around, balancing that ball on top of the palm. And when you feel ready for it, close your eyes. Have control of that ball. You know exactly where that ball is on your hand. You may open up your eyes, take the ball, and create that basket again. Again, taking pinky underneath the ball, ring underneath the ball, middle underneath the ball. Once that middle is there, take the thumb on top, and then the index finger and hold it here. If you need to pause me in order to do this at your pace, please do, and come back when you're able. And open up that basket again, placing pinky, ring, middle, thumb, and index. Once you've completed that at least 3 times, I want you to toss the ball up in the air and catch it with the same arm. If you drop your ball, no problem. Just pick it up. Or if you have several, just have a basket sitting next to you and you can go through multiple balls and then pick them all up at the end. Whatever works best for you. Again, ball is in basket. Place the pinky under, the ring under, the middle under, the thumb and the index. Toss it up and catch it with the same hand. One last time. Pinky under, ring, middle, thumb, index. Toss and catch, all with the same hand. For some of my clients, sometimes I have to take one hand back behind them because they're all instantly wanting to use both hands. So I really want you to think about that with the one hand. All right, so now we've done that in your dominant hand. Go ahead and place the ball into your non-dominant hand. Now, before we go on, I want you to, again, reassess your posture. Make sure you're still sitting up well. Belly is in, chest is lifted. I want you to think about your breathing. So now that you're focused on something else in your hands, sometimes we go back into that shallow breathing. I want you to keep thinking about lifting up that chest and taking that nice deep inhale. All right, so here we go on your non-dominant hand. I'm going to take pinky under the ball, ring under the ball, middle, then thumb, and index. And open. Pinky, ring, middle, thumb, and index. Now hold this here. I want you to move that ball around. You're keeping that ball on your candle holder. Once you feel comfortable, close your eyes. You're still in control of this ball. You know exactly where it is. You may open your eyes, drop the ball back into your basket, and repeat. Pinky, ring, middle, thumb, and index. Once you've completed at least 3 of them, you're going to toss the ball up and catch with the same hand. If you drop the ball, I am so fine with that. You just pick it up, or you have your basket and you keep going. Again, pinky, ring, middle, thumb, index. Toss, catch. One more time. Go at your own pace. Pinky, ring, middle, thumb, index. Toss, catch. Very nice. I want you to complete 3 with 3 successful catches in the same hand. All right. Once you've completed that, then we'll move on. All right. Next is Ladybug. In Ladybug, we're going to start with your dominant hand. You're going to have your palm facing down, fingers are spread out. I want you to place the ball in a divot between your middle and your ring finger. So you're setting that ball right up on top. All right. So this one's a little bit more tricky. So you're finding that nice little valley in there. Show everybody your Ladybug. Moving that hand around, stabilizing that ball on top. Show everyone your Ladybug. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Having complete control of that ball, knowing exactly where it's going to be. You may open your eyes. When you are ready, you're going to toss up, catch the ball with the same hand. Again, if you need to pause me in order to do this, by all means, do several and then come back. Placing the ball again in that divot, ladybug. Show that ladybug around. Then when you're ready, you're going to take that, toss it up, and catch it with your dominant hand, same hand. One more time. I want to do at least 3. All right, so we have that ladybug sitting right up on top. Toss it up and catch it with the same hand. Now let's go ahead and do this into your non-dominant hand. But before we do so, I want you to double check your posture. Making sure that belly is in, that spine is nice and tall. Finding that divot between your ring and the middle finger, and just setting that ball right there. Having control of that ball, move that ball around. Show everyone your ladybug. Nice spread out hands. When you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Having complete control of that ball, and if you drop it, it is not a problem. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. Flip the ball up and catch it with the same hand. Again, place it in that little divot. Move it around, have control of that ladybug. Toss it up and catch it. One last time, going for 3. Placing the ball there, tossing it up and catching it. Well done. I'm going to do one more with the ball in your hands. We're going to place the ball onto your dominant hand and dominant leg. Okay. We're going to stretch the fingers out. I want you to place the ball right there in the palm of the hand. You're going to slide your hand back, and I'm going to only leave my index finger on the ball. All other fingers are resting on my thigh. You're going to return, push the ball back to the center of the hand, sliding it back to where it's only on the middle finger, period. Every other finger is resting on your thigh. Let your wrists relax. Try not to hold that wrist up. Let everything relax. Bring the ball back to the palm of the hand. Slide it in. And now you only have your ring finger on the ball. All other fingers are completely resting on your leg. And then finally taking that pinky. Pinky finger is the only one on the ball, and all other fingers are on your thumb. Bringing yourself back to center. And now place that ball into your non-dominant hand and leg. You're going to then slide it back to where only your index finger is on the ball, wrist is relaxed, and all fingers are on your lap. Sliding it back to center. Middle finger is the only one on the ball. All fingers are down onto the thigh and your wrist relaxed. Sliding that ball back into the palm. Sliding ring finger. Your ring finger is the only finger on the ball. All other fingers are resting on your thigh. And then sliding it back to center, and your pinky finger is the only one on the ball, and all fingers are touching your thigh and your wrist relaxed. Great. We're going to return back to center. Now we're going to go ahead and do ball under your foot. So go ahead and take a moment, take your shoes off if they're even on, and we're going to do ball under your foot. All right, so you're just going to take your tennis ball, and let's go ahead and start with your dominant side first. So you're going to place your ball right in the center of your foot. Okay, so I have my ball right there in the center of my foot. I'm going to slide the ball to my heel. From my heel, I'm going to bring it to my big toe. So here, I'm going to do the same type of thing with my toes that I just did with the ball pulling that back. I want you to really think about only having your big toe on the ball. Feeling that stretch in the underside of the foot. Again, if I go through this more quickly than it is at your pace, please pause me and then just keep going and come back when you can. So I'm going to slide the ball back to the center of my foot and then to my heel. From my heel, I'm going to bring it all the way in to my second toe. That's a little harder to separate your toes than it is your fingers, but I want want you to really, really focus on trying to just really isolate that second toe to the best of your ability. Now, we are going to feel a little bit of work in your quads, and that's okay. You're going to slide your foot back to the heel, and then heel to the third toe, keeping the third toe to the best of your ability on the ball, allowing the rest of the foot to just relax. Feel that stretch in the toes and in the underside of the foot. Sliding that ball back to the heel. And then now to that fourth toe. To the best of your ability, separate those toes as much as you can, thinking about putting the ball of the foot on the floor. It won't go there, just think about it. Stretching out that fourth toe and then the underside of the foot. Bringing that ball back to the heel, and then we're going to return to the pinky toe. Trying to relax the rest of the foot as much as possible. Keep the heel lifted, so we're really just separating that pinky. Now, by all means, feel free to do this for as long as you like. If you really like this and want to do more, please do. Just pause me. Now, I want you to go back and find anything that's tender. And then just move through that, pushing into the ball. Everything is all about what you put into it. If you lose the ball, just pick it up and keep going. Working on carpet's a little bit better than tile. Tile will just shoot right out from underneath you. Or you could put a towel down if you do have a towel, just something kind of hold that ball in place. So by all means, take as much time as you need on this foot. And then we're going to go ahead and switch into the other side. So now we have the ball under our non-dominant foot. Starting in the middle of the foot, roll the ball to the heel. And now roll it all the way to the big toe. So, leaving the big toe on to the best of your ability, the rest of the toes stay down. Enjoying that stretch in the underside of the big toe and the underside of the foot. And slowly pull this back to the heel. And bringing it in to that second toe. To the best of your ability, think about your second toe and your second toe only, as much as you can. If you lose that ball, just fix it and keep going. And taking that ball to the heel, and slowly bringing that ball into that third toe. To the best of your ability, stretch those toes out as much as you can. Enjoying that stretch. And sliding it back to the heel. And now we're going to bring it into the fourth toe. Resting that down. Again, you're in complete control of how much you push down. Separating those toes as much as you can. Sliding it to the heel. And then lastly, the pinky. And returning to the center. Again, if you want to do that some more, pause me and keep at it. And then just go through and find anything that was tender. Just rolling that ball around. If you found something that was like, ooh, that needs a little bit more attention. Just go ahead and find it and keep pushing through that. Very nice. All right. Go ahead and take a moment. You can push that ball off to the side. If you took your shoes off, you can go ahead and put them on again. And we're just going to do a couple different things with some movement. And then we'll close with some facial expressions. Okay, I'm going to go into a round of sit to stand. Now, two things. If you have a chair with handles on them, if you can do it without handles, I highly advise that. If you need a little bit of assistance, you can, but I want you to think about 90% of the work is coming from your legs, only 10% from your arms. If you don't have arms on your chair, you can take another chair and set it in front of you and holding on to the back of that chair. And that way you have a little bit of assistance as you come up. Again, I do not want you to pull on that chair. I want you to think about 90% in the lower body, 10% onto whatever you're holding on to. All right, so you're reaching to your heels. Your belly is in, your spine is tall. I want you to squeeze your glutes, Set your hips back onto the chair. Put your weight into your heels. Squeeze your butt and exhale as you rise. Set those hips back. Put your weight into your heels. Squeeze your butt and exhale as you rise. Set those hips back. Put your weight into your heels. Squeeze your butt and exhale as you rise. Hips go back. Now I want you to keep thinking about that belly and don't look down at your toes. Keep that chest lifted. Let's go for 4 more. Weight is on the heels. Squeeze your butt. Exhale. Rise. Hips go back. Weight is on your heels. Squeeze your butt. Exhale. Rise. Hips go back. 2 more. Weight is on your heels. Squeeze your butt. Exhale. Rise. Hips go back. 1 more time. Weight is on your heels. Squeeze your butt. Exhale. And rise. Very nice. Good. All right. Let's go for a quick round of some balance. So we're going to go ahead and stand well like we just did. Go ahead and come back behind your chair. You're going to use your chair for stability. Just so that you can see me, I'm going to slide my chair off to the side. Okay, but I want you to keep your chair in front of you. All right, let's just first stand on your left foot. You're going to put your weight to your left heel, squeeze your left butt cheek, pull your belly in, and hover your right foot up off the floor. Now, that standing foot will wiggle. I want you to really squeeze your butt cheek and pull that belly in to hold you up and down. Place the weight into your right heel, squeeze your right butt cheek, squeeze and hold that left leg up. Thinking about your butt and your belly, that foot will always wiggle. Let's go for it again. Place your weight to your left heel, squeeze your left butt cheek, bring that right leg up. Use your chair if you need it, but don't grip your chair and come back down. All right, so I want you to think about a nice light grip. I want you to pay attention. Were you squeezing that chair really hard, or were you just gently touching it? I want you to think about that gentle touch on your chair. Make your butt and your belly do the work, not squeezing your chair. One last time. Place your weight to your right heel, squeeze your right butt cheek, pull the belly in, bring it up, and hold. Think about your butt and your belly, and down. Excellent. All right, you can come back in front of your chair. We're going to close with a little bit of facial work. Okay, so now we're back into the chair. I want you to sit on the edge. I want you to pull the belly in, making sure that spine stays nice and tall. Happy days. Happier quarantines. No sad, they were quarantined. Mad. That always makes everyone laugh when I go mad. As my husband is sitting next to me laughing at me, because mad just doesn't work, right? All right, here we go. Now I want you to lengthen out your face. So I want you to lengthen. I want you to visualize you're lifting, you're lowering your chin all the way to the bottom. You're lifting, pulling your eyebrows up and expanding your eyes and pulling it all down. And now scrunch it all up, tighten it all up. And now open and scrunch. And one last time, open and relax. All right. So, before you are done, I want you to sing Happy Birthday or any song you want. I'm not going to share that because that's not fun. Nobody wants to hear me sing by myself. So, before you are done, I want you to sing Happy Birthday or any song you want as loudly as you can. Singing is one of the best things that you can do. So, really belt it out. It doesn't have to sound great, just sing. Thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you all